Hello, André. Good evening.
Hello, Soraya. How are you? Good
I
evening.
am excellent. Thank you for having us here on this strange streaming, which I made a mistake. I sent the wrong link. There are many people wanting to enter here with us. But okay, no problem. Let's start properly. This is a new edition of something we call Friendly Talks, which are lives regarding many different subjects. Okay, this is the second one. This is my second edition. So just let people know what we are talking about. How many people coming in? Tom, Rioc, Luiz Felipe, Dani, categoria de base, Adriano from categoria. I'm very happy to be with all of them over here. We have two people trying to enter, which is Bruno and Saida. Do you know these people, André?
Yes, I do know that.
Do you have a WhatsApp from them? So maybe you can ping them to
My
let them
mom,
know.
my mom has Saida's WhatsApp, and Bruno is a friend from college, and I sent the right link on our group in WhatsApp.
Okay,
You might be able
perfect.
to
We are
find
here.
it.
Perfect. I think your mom is over there, Sylvia. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so tell Saida, I'm sorry, I don't know, that I am kicking her off here. Saida, please, Saida, I don't know. Please click on the YouTube link. I will take you out from the room, okay? But enter there. Okay, I think that she understood. Aline, too. Aline, I think it's mine. My guest. Hi, people. Please log on YouTube. So sorry for the mistake. No problem. So sorry for the mistake. I will send for the last time the link. So I think then I can take him from here. And that's it, André. So hi, guys. Thank you so much for your presence in our talk. Okay, André and I prepared a very interesting material about the topic of today, which is EFT, right? He will explain us exactly what he's talking about and a little bit about his I don't know, his career over here, his previous career and his new career too. So I have here, I will share quickly with you guys a screen to present myself. Who am I? What I'm talking about? André. And our agenda, we have a quick agenda here. Just a minute. Let me share with you. André, is it okay? People are seeing, think?
I can see it.
Okay, very good. So let's start. Okay. As I told you, I will present myself. André will present his some details about himself. We will talk to him about the FT itself, which is the subject of our call. We will open a space for some questions. And right after the questions, we will give as a present. I don't know, we try to find the right word, right, André, for sorteio in English. We got in doubt, and I really don't care because I'm not perfect, right? So I decided to put here that we will give as a present two free sessions of EFT for the participants. This will be the last topic. So we really hope you guys can stay with us until the end, right, André? So
Yes,
let's begin. Yes, yes. I think it's so. We have many people over here with us. We have 24 people watching
nice.
us now. Yes, it's a pleasure. So that's me, this beautiful girl. I'm kidding. My name is Soraya. I am an entrepreneur, just like André. Actually, we met each other in an event of mine. I produced the Campinas Friendly tour, and he participated by going to, I don't remember, I think that you stick it with us during the whole week, right, André? We went
No,
to
not the whole week.
Sirius.
I missed Friday.
You missed the Bembev, right? And the last workshop, but you've been to iFood, Sirius, all the innovation festival in Dom Pedro, right? It was a very interesting week, so we got to know each other very well. And he told me about his profession, and then we had lunch together right after the event. And now here we are supporting each other like real entrepreneurs, because this is what we are. That's why we get together and etc. to support each other, to promote strong networking. And I really like it, André's work. That's why we are here today. Okay, I've been a teacher for 15 years. Adding to the teaching thing, I worked at IBM for almost 8 years, so it gave me the excellence required to work with English and to communicate with excellence and work with excellence too. I really like American way of working, not living, but working. I am a self-learner about English. I've been, learning English my entire life, so I consider myself bilingual since I was 10. I am a marketing graduate person, so I work for many years in my area. I work with global projects. I am a mediator in some business between Brazil, companies in Brazil and companies in United States and London and England. I love pets, and I have 4 cats and a dog. And I am a cinematic zealot. I think that I erase it here, but I am also Theo's mom. I have a teenager. So that's me. Nice to meet you guys. And I have a company called Friendly English, which is a startup of English, of learning and training and practicing English. That's it. Now, André, talk about you, please.
Okay. First of all, thank you for the invitation, Soraya. I'm very happy to be here. Also very nervous to speak in English for the first time live, but I'll try to do it.
You speak beautifully, okay? Okay.
I'm 38 years old, and I'm married to wonderful Laura, my beloved wife. And I'm a proud father of Maria Clara and Elisa, my 2 little angels. Say hi to them and send all my love to them. I hold a degree in engineering, production engineering, also a post-graduation in lean process management and MBA on finance and management. It's my second opportunity and journey as an entrepreneur. I had a first journey as an indoor landscaping and gardening company, which I left in 2018. Now it's my second journey that I had just started. Currently with a hobby of cooking and making barbecue. I'm improving. I'm getting better each time I try. And that's pretty much it.
Congratulations. Okay.
Thank you. Let's try to talk a bit.
And what about the rock and roll? What about the rock and roll?
I don't see it. Sorry. The friendly English tag is over rock and roll, but to me, music is all about rock and roll, nothing else.
Okay, very good. Now that's it, okay? It's a very simple presentation. Here, guys, we have our social media links, okay? I am Soraya Isliker. I'm sorry, it's written over here, okay? And I have a professional web page and LinkedIn and Instagram, call it Friendly English. Please follow me there. And here we have André's links to, he puts the links, but it's basically his name, André Galdemans. Take a look on Instagram. He has a website, a LinkedIn, and a Facebook web page. So for us entrepreneurs, it's very important for us to follow us, to comment on our posts and etc. Because the authority that we generate with the movement in social media makes the difference for us now. And all we need, André and I, are new clients, new students, new people knowing about our work, right? And it's a pleasure to share this information with you guys and to have prepared this for you. And I hope you enjoy the content, which I believe is very special. Talking a little bit about EFT. So André I will stop the sharing, okay?
Okay.
Talking about the EFT itself, André gave me a present the other day and we made a session, a very deep, profound session, let's say. For me, it was very, very interesting to know a little bit more about the techniques. And I was able to share my life with him. He started asking questions, asking questions all the time. And when I realized I had put a huge effort on that thought, or on that movement that I want to do for my life. Only for you to know, Andre, I've been to the doctor, and I am trying to do many, many good things about things we talked. And it's a very cool thing to do. So I really believe that you guys deserve to hear a little bit more of what is EFT and what is the purpose of all of that. So, Andre, I think that you should start, okay, because you didn't do that so far. I think that you should start by telling us why exactly, okay, you decided to change your engineering career for an EFT therapist, or to become an entrepreneur in first place. Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, here we go. To talk about becoming an EFT therapist, I need to share about my life, right?
Yes, and, please.
Just one quick thing. I didn't quite exchange career. It's a complementary career. I'm still acting as an engineer, and okay. I mean to remain like that. But it's a second career, complementary, as I mentioned before.
Okay.
And how did I get here? Okay, I'll start with the story of my life. Then, when I was 5 years old, my dad and my uncle, my mother's little brother, passed away on a car accident in which my mother and I were together. Our car crashed on the road to a cow, and they both passed away. And at the age of 5, a child is not able to process in a rational manner what the absence of a parent means. So we kind of turn on a survival mode in order to get by that event and make a living out of it. But what happens is, as you grow up, this survival mode charges you a large price. And I only became aware of that after I graduated college. After I graduated college, I left engineering and I went to live in São José dos Campos. I had just joined a multinational company as a trainee, and it was very nice. I was very happy, and I moved out of home. And even though I had a promising career as a trainee on a multinational company, good education, and I was healthy, I felt like something was missing. I didn't have that fulfillment sense. And this is when I began to look for answers in my life. And I first started therapy in São José dos Campos.
Okay, good.
This was the end of 2005. I moved there in 2005, and it was 2005 to 2006. And then in 2006, I discovered a cancer on my back. I had a tumor that it just appeared out of nowhere, just popped out in my back. And I luckily treated it very rapidly, and I was healed completely after 10 years of doing control exams that they call. But at the time, I was 24, and even though I had all this, I told you, and with this cancer, I was like, what the hell is wrong with me, right? Why can't I have this fulfillment or this sense of happiness with all I have? I am a privileged person. I have everything one takes to be successful, to be happy. And I started to seek for the answers, and I never got them. So after a few more years, when I was around 30 years old, I had what psychology calls the 30 crisis. And it's a condition that people around their 30 years old have, that they start to question their role in the world. They start to ask what they're doing with their lives. This job I have, this activity I'm doing, is it what really makes me happy? And this is when some people have a significant change. And I also had a relationship by that time that did not end well, and they traumatized me a little bit more. So this is when I found, by talking to a friend couple, a psychoanalysis called vegetotherapy. Vegetotherapy was founded by Wilhelm Reich. He was German, and he lived at the same time as Sigmund Freud. They were like even colleagues. And his line of thought is that every emotional issue causes you a physical issue, and the opposite also is true. And after 3 years of doing this therapy, I came to my conscience that I did not have to seek for the answer, but instead I had to ask the right questions about my life. Because I'm not sure if you know, and everyone who's watching us knows, we are 95% of our actions and of our time, we're operating automatically. Our brain does that on a purpose because he wants to save energy for when you most need it, when it's required to a task that you need full attention, or you're becoming with something new, whatever. So this is why when we wake up in the morning, we don't notice that we take a shower, we have breakfast, we drive to work, and all of a sudden, oh, how did I get here? You're on the automatic way. So the more you ask the questions and the more you bring to conscious what was in your unconscious, the more you're able to ask the right questions. And then your life starts changing, not from the outside in, but from the inside out. Because it's very easy when you're in a crisis to attribute what's going on in your life to the government, to your boss, to the company you work for, to your relateds. And instead, we start to look inside. And this was a real meaningful process that I went through with the vegetotherapy, and even allowed me to open myself again for a relationship. And that's when Laura came into my life, 2016. Then on 2017, we got pregnant of Maria Clara, our first little angel, and we got married, and she was born in March 2018. And a big present that I got after she was birthed, aside her birth, it was the biggest, but after this big present, I got another present in June or July 2018, that was EFT. I was watching a online marketing video by Érico Rocha. He's the most famous professional in this area. And he mentioned André Lima, who's the most famous EFT therapist in Brazil. And I started watching his videos, and I was like, oh, I'm going to try that out. So I bought one of his online courses, which is called The Prosperous Mind. And in a very short time, around 2 months, I was already able to feel some significant changes in my life, on my inside at least, some things that I came to be conscious about. And the more I studied EFT, the more I wanted to help people out. I was like, wow, it worked for me. Why can't I help people out? It's something I was with that willing to help people do some kind of volunteer job. And on 2019, the first semester, I bought his other program, online program, which is a graduation for who wants to become a EFT therapist, even if you are not on the health field, if you're not a therapist or a psychologist or a doctor. There is a graduation to EFT therapist. So I did it on the first semester, and it was awesome. I was introduced to several of the techniques EFT has, several possibilities seek for the matters that the client should have. And this, I went on and on. And on the second semester of 2019, I was like, I need to try myself as a therapist. So I started attending people in a pro bono form to see if I had the skills for that, and to test some of the techniques presented. And I did over 40 sessions on the second semester last year, totally free. And I will tell you later, EFT was founded by an American engineer called Gary Craig, and he has a representative here in Brazil, and only she can give you the official EFT therapist certificate. So I bought her online course in the end of 2019, and now in March 2020, I got my certificate. It's just a formality. It wouldn't change anything. Sorry. But this is how I got here. And now that I'm no longer in the last company I worked for, I quit there in last March, I am 100% dedicated at this moment to EFT therapy.
Very good.
People I am helping are already presenting some significant changes. The results are amazing.
Very good.
To specific open the cases, but we have some very interesting examples.
Okay, let me just give you a break, okay, so you can drink a little bit of water. But we have Marco, Bruno, and Patricia trying to enter here again, because I made the mistake of sending the wrong link, as I already told you. So I just want to let them know, please, guys, click on the link I will send now on YouTube, on here over the chat, so you guys can watch by YouTube, okay? Again, I'm really sorry. Very good, André. But after all, this, you told us our trajectory, everything that happened to your life. We can see that you are a survivor. You are a very happy person with your family, a very person that fulfilled many things. You have a meaningful life, along with your family. Congratulations. And after all, tell us in few words, what is FT about? And why is it so special for you?
EFT stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, also known as the emotional version of acupuncture, except that we don't use the needles of acupuncture.
Okay.
As I mentioned, it was founded in by Gary Craig, an American engineer, in the 1970s, but he only brought it to public in the 1990s. So it's a recent technique, and it has become and revealed to be a very powerful one. And the science behind EFT is the traditional Chinese medicine, thus the acupuncture version. The emotional version of acupuncture, I'm sorry. And it believes that the body holds several hundreds, maybe thousands of terminals, where through the vital energy flows all over our body. The vital energy is the energy that keeps us alive. But to make it simple and not having to work with all these hundreds and thousands of terminals that are called meridians, EFT has narrowed it down to a number that we currently use of 9 meridians only. It's very, very much simpler than the acupuncture concept.
They are very different from the chakras too, right? The chakras.
Yes, it has nothing to do with the chakras at the first moment, or the.
But I think that one of them is about the chakra place, right?
It can be. It can be. I believe every therapy is related. They all seek for the same thing, but the mechanics of EFT doesn't talk about chakras or whatever. And instead of using the needles, we tap some of these meridians, these 9 meridians, together with getting in contact with what's bothering us, and we'll have the opportunity to try that later. Okay, so having that in mind, Gary Craig became with a premise for EFT that he named the discovery statement, and it says the cause to every negative emotion is an interruption on the body's energy flow. And what does that mean? I'm going to try to give you a quick example relating to our homes, okay, and see if our audience and you can understand. Our homes have electricity, right? And how does it work? We have a electricity provider that sends us the electricity, and all our homes inside the walls have pipes, and inside these pipes we have wires. And inside these wires runs the electricity, and it goes to our lamps and our power outlets. The same mechanics as the terminals, the meridians work. So let's say that one power outlet gets a short circuit and stops working. So if you try to plug in an electric device, it won't work. The same happens to our body. If you experience something that your body interprets as negative, it will have an interruption on the flow of the energy, and that will cause a consequence, a symptom, what we call a symptom. But pay attention to the discovery statement, the cause to every negative. We're going to use the word cause more to the front, okay?
Okay.
And now I'm going to tell you guys, what's EFT for? Why do you use that? Okay, EFT is used to treat some emotional, physical, and performance issues, such as limiting belief like money doesn't bring you happiness, fears, phobias, syndromes, fear of speaking in public to reach a goal in your company, or a sports person wants to improve his marks, he wants to run faster, to swim faster, and if you want to
unlock the mind, let's say.
Unlock the mind, yes, exactly.
Okay.
All these that I have just mentioned are symptoms, okay?
Okay.
All these, what are symptoms? Symptoms are the way the body manifests something that's bothering it on the inside, okay? And this is why on EFT, we don't give too much credit to symptoms. If you tell me, oh, I have a depression, I have anxiety, I'll say, okay, let's try to understand a little bit more about it. I don't care that much about the name of the disease or the diagnosis that a doctor might name it, okay? I will give you another example, and this will connect with the third subject of our script, that how does EFT work? Okay, am I speaking too fast, or is it okay?
Oh, it's perfect. I don't know, everybody, it's okay, right? Okay. People are making a lot of compliments for you. Okay, let's see. We have Silvio Sacramento saying, great story, André. You are an amazing professional and person. I'm sure you're doing great as a therapist. And the other one, Bruno, I was introduced to André in São José dos Campos, and he's an outstanding guy. Congratulations.
Thank you. Both my friends from São José, from when I worked at Gerdau, they're very good friends. Thank you guys for your words. So let's give the audience a practical example on how EFT works. Let's say, Soraya, that you work for a company and you have a colleague that of your department. You work at a financial department in a certain company, and it's the end of the month, and you need to submit a monthly report to the board of directors. You and him are under a lot of pressure because you have a deadline in a few hours, and you are working as hard as you can. And this guy, and you, Soraya, is the responsible to submit the report. So you need him to finish his part of the job so you can gather all the information and submit it to the board. And you say, oh man, just do it. And he goes, oh, I'm doing my best, just wait. And you're both very stressed and you have this terrible headache. And after all, he hands you his part of the job and you submit it to the board of directors, and you call it a day. The day is off. This guy, your colleague, who was under a lot of pressure, just like you, goes to a bar, to a happy hour with his friends, and gets some booze, and he takes the pressure off his shoulders, and he goes home, he sleeps like a baby, and the following morning he goes back to work and like nothing happened. Okay, so he experienced the same amount of pressure as you did, but he did not bring it inside. So he did not have an interruption on the energy flow of his body. Okay. You, on the other hand, get this terrible headache, and you have a EFT therapy session with me later this day. Okay. So you and I connect, and I said, "Oh, hello, Soraya. How are you doing?" No, I have this terrible headache. Oh, really? What happened? Why did you get this headache at the first place? Oh, and I had an awful day, very stressful day, under a lot of pressure. I need to submit the reports and this and that. And I will ask you, oh, so what did you do? And what's the first thing that a person should do or usually does when we have a headache? What would you guess?
Take a pill, maybe.
Take a pill. Exactly. Thank you. Take a pill. Why? Because it will help you with the symptom that is the headache. Okay, nothing wrong with that. Okay, but if you only take a pill, nothing will guarantee that on the next day you will have the same headache over and over again, right?
Okay. Yes.
So I will start asking questions, just like you told me or told everybody on our introduction, that I ask a lot of questions. This is what EFT is all about, playing detective.
Digging, né? Digging.
All about digging and finding the cause of the problems, as the statement, the Gary statement. It's all about finding the causes of the problems. So I ask you again, what happened? Oh, I was under a lot of pressure. Oh, really? And do you often have these headaches when you're under pressure? Oh, yes, they often happen. And I'm going to say yes to all my questions, okay, just to make it quick. And do you remember when you first had these headaches? And you go, oh, the farthest memory I have is back on my teen years, when I was in my senior year in high school, and my parents were pressuring me to enroll in a university. I needed a scholarship because colleges are very expensive. And every time I had a test or an exam, they would pressure me to get good grades. Oh, so we found the first root cause of your headache. Okay. This is why I don't care about the headache itself. I will care about triggers the headache. And what triggers a headache is that specific event. This is one key word in EFT, specific event. Then I will ask you, please tell me in details this farthest memory. What happened? And you will go, oh, I was studying for the test. I was at my desk in my bedroom. I had a lamp over here. My daddy came and said this, and that. And we will dig, and I will ask you to provide me as much details as you can. And then we'll do the tapping for this specific event.
Okay, and then we need to repeat some positive thinkings. Né? This is, you were about to explain that, I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yes, but the positive thinking on EFT is only after you have completely eliminated a negativity on a specific matter.
Okay.
So if you find EFT on the internet, EFT to bring you happiness, to bring you money, that's BS. That's not what EFT is about, okay? You can only use EFT as a positive matter for reframing something. When you have already eliminated all the negative load of what's bothering you, then you can do on a positive way, okay?
Okay, understood.
And this is pretty much the mechanics. This is the tapping form of EFT. We have a second form that has been developed by Gary Craig in the past 5 years, which is the optimal EFT, and it's spiritual EFT. He believes on the inner therapist, that we all, every human being, holds a healing power on the inside. We all have a healing power, and we get in touch with this inner therapist when we we want to solve some issue. So it's a different mechanic. I'm not going to do this today. It's another level of EFT. We're going to do just a tapping exercise so the audience have a taste of it, okay?
Okay, very good, André. And now I think that you explained it a little bit now about the tapping. I think that the process is very interesting. I would really like you to try to conduct the tapping. I think that we can do first the exercise. What do you think? I think we need to change the order. We do the exercise, the practical exercises, and then we open because people are interacting with us a lot here on the chat. Emídio, Cris Amaral is saying that this is amazing. Laura Fazan, Thiago Maluli said it's great. Sylvia told us that she has been having wonderful results. Laura Fazan said that much better practice EFT than take pills. Cris Amaral said that this therapy is sensational. And Emídio said, great example and an ordinary one. Root cause, congrats, André Gandelman. So let's, yes, people were being very interactive with us today. So I think that we should do a dynamic first and then open to questions in case they might have.
Yes, perfect.
Right?
I just want to say a quick hi to Fernanda Fiorito. She is my therapist. She's an amazing EFT therapist.
Good.
No words to define her. My mother here and all my friends, thank you for participating and all the compliments. Thank you. I'm back.
No problem. It happens. I told people to wait for you. No problem.
Okay, so we're going to do this exercise. It's very simple. It's a generic exercise only for you guys to have a taste of what EFT is, but you should sense some difference. I hope you sense some difference, okay? And we'll do the tapping technique. So we'll do a breathing exercise, okay? And first I will teach you all the 9 meridians that we're gonna tap, and then we'll start the exercise, okay? So first of all is what we call the karate chop, where karate fighters hit the opponents. It's on the outside part of your hand over here. We'll tap with 2 fingers, 1 finger, 3 fingers, whatever, it doesn't matter. Then we'll go to the top of the head, right here in the middle. On the eyebrow, the very beginning on the eyebrow.
Okay.
Close to the eye. Side of the eye.
Okay.
Below the eye.
Okay.
Then between your nose and your upper lip, on your mustache.
Okay. Who has it? No? Okay.
Sorry. And under the lower lip and the chin.
Okay.
Lower lip and the chin.
Okay.
Then over here we have the collarbone. It ends in a ball. Your bone ends in a ball. So when you find it very close to your throat, you put down 2 fingers. And over here, everyone's welcome to do it with closed hands, just to make sure you hit the right spot. Okay.
Okay. I didn't know.
And the last one is on your ribs, below your armpits, where the ladies have the bra.
Okay.
Okay, over here.
Next to the sovaco mesmo, não é isso?
Below the armpits.
Okay. Good,
so,
guys.
The EFT tapping form of practicing has what we call the basic recipe. It's a 5-step recipe. First, we're gonna name the problem. Then we're gonna grade the problem from 0 to 10. Then we'll do the acceptance sentence. Then we will tap, and then we will grade again. The 5th step is to grade again. Okay, so what we're gonna do here, and I invite all of our audience to join us, is a breathing exercise, okay? So I'm gonna ask you please to take 2 deep breaths and breathe as much air as you can. Okay, can we go? Can we go?
Yes. Okay, is everybody ready? I think so.
You too, Soraya. You bring the air in and you bring the air out. Okay, after we did it twice, I would ask you please to in the comments
Write down.
write down
in the comments.
how
Okay.
easy or how hard it was for you to take a deep breath. On 0 being very hard, I could barely inhale any air, and 10 being, oh, I could breathe. I was able to breathe as much air as my lungs allowed me. Let's just do it, please, for a few moments, if you may. Friendly English 7.
Yes, that's me, friendly.
It was pretty easy for you. For me, I would grade it at a 4. For me, it's a 4, and I'm gonna write down.
Okay, but because you feel that you are, let's say, anxious, that's it. Tom said 8. He was able to, yes, to breathe very well. 8. Then 8 from meditations. Dani Maresca is a childhood friend of mine, Andrea. She's amazing. Yes. 8, 7. Oh, good.
Everybody's experiencing pretty good breathing.
Yes.
I'm the only one who had a 4.
Yes, I think that you are, not kind to yourself, and you didn't consider a good breathing, and actually it was a good one. Okay.
Okay, so now we're gonna do the tapping, and then we will come back to grading. Okay. So everybody, and I invite everybody at home, please, to follow me on this exercise as well. Okay, so now we're going to do the acceptance sentence. We start tapping. Okay, even though I have this constricted breathing, you can repeat to Soraya, please.
Me too. Only me. Okay, even though I have
everybody home is welcome to join us with the exercise.
Everybody, okay.
Even though I have this constricted breathing.
Even though I have this constricted breathing.
I deeply. And completely. Accept myself. One more time. Even though I have this constricted breathing.
I have this conflictive breathing.
I deeply and completely. Accept myself. Okay, now we're going to tap around all the meridians.
Okay.
This conflicted breathing. This constricted breathing.
Constrictive, né? I think I said what? Constricted. Okay, good.
This constricted breathing.
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 Okay, let's stop for a few moments. Now we're gonna do 2 more deep breaths. Okay. Ready?
Ready.
Let's go. One more time. Okay, and now we're going to grade again how easy or how hard it was to breathe. On the first round, I had a 4, and after a tapping round, I have a 6. So I have improved my ability of inhaling.
Okay.
And
that's the same.
You, how were you before the tapping? 7. And how much?
Now I am 9.
9. So you also improved your
deeply. Yes. I don't know if I was more prepared, but I believe that it was the tapping and the opening energy and etc.
Yeah, my friend Luis Felipe said that tapping is harder than breathing. Yes. For who's a
Yes.
beginner at the technique, of course, it will be, it's hard to do it for the first time, but once you get used to it, it will just go automatically.
Okay,
So Danielle
same
is the same, so
here.
she's
Felt
not
the same.
experienced.
Okay, didn't have any difference, right?
Anybody noted a difference, improvement, or a drop on your ability to breathe?
I believe that same too. He had
Mhm.
exactly the same. Okay, good. We have calm people around the room
Yes.
today. Good. This is a very good point. It means, for example, Dani, I know that she's into therapy and she's on meditation. So she is a calm and centered person. So I believe that's why she entered exactly the exercise and was able to do exactly the same. And
Mhm.
then Tom, I believe that he's a master
He
of the
was
universe.
already an 8. Laura
Yes.
went from 7 to 9, so she had
Okay.
an improvement. Yeah, it can happen that you can observe a drop.
Ok. Só
But,
reparei
you know,
primeiro era 10, porque o segundo das melhor. Okay.
nice,
I
nice.
yawned after reading, so he felt really, really relaxed. Very good,
No,
Tom.
this is a sign that our emotions are coming off our body. For example, yamming, burping, when a tear comes out of your eyes. Lots of manifest from your body. It's very, very interesting.
Okay, very interesting. Emilio said that he lost part of the video. Emilio, only for you to know, this will be recorded and available for you to watch again if you want. And also, André wrote for my blog. I have a blog, and
Mhm.
he wrote an amazing article about EFT in English and both in English and Portuguese. So we can forward it to you. Okay. So we have more answers. Improve
Yeah,
ear. I could feel the air went into more easily. Bruno
nice.
had an improvement too. Oh, very
Good, good,
good.
good. Thank you.
Excellent, excellent.
Thank you for playing along. It's just a
Yeah.
taste of how it works. And
Mm.
for example, if you don't see any difference or you drop, we may need to investigate something else, or you might remember of a scene, something that happened, and then we'll start the digging process. That's pretty
I
much it.
remember that you made, for me, you made a set of questions and then
Mhm.
I answered them. And then you got some points that brought attention to you. And you
Mhm.
asked more questions about a specific topic, about my problems, let's say. And it was
Mhm.
very emotional because you really find the root cause of things by making these questions, and by liberating the energy. It's something that everybody must experience. I really hope that the person who is contemplated by the session here
Mhm.
gets healed, let's say, like I felt. I felt, I actually, Andrea, I think I'm feeling the benefits until now, until today. So I can imagine in a frequent pace
Mhm.
how benefit this can be in our
Thank you. Thank
lives.
you. I'm really glad. And we did only one session, right?
Yes, but it helped me a lot. We
Eh,
have Sylvia saying, Tony is here with
thank
me.
you.
It was came
Mm.
6 to 8. And
Nice, nice.
I improved it
Sylvia,
too.
Sylvia's my mom and Tony's my stepfather.
Okay, then we have another Sylvia. I improved it
Yeah.
too. And then Big Castro.
Yeah, my aunt, my mother's sister.
Okay, everybody liked. I feel so relaxed. I started yawning. Oh my God, please don't sleep, guys. We still have something to cover. Okay, please. Hello. Okay.
Soraya, let me just say one thing real quick, so we don't
Okay.
get too extended.
Okay.
These mechanics we all just learned can be done on a daily basis by you in any aspect of your life. For example, if you have a meeting and you're nervous about it, or important event that's upcoming and you're already anxious or nervous, you can also do the tapping to be more relaxed. And in order not to look like crazy in front of other people or in the traffic, some of the other meridians I didn't talk about are also able for you to do when you're in the middle of a crowd. For example, I'll just teach real quick 4 points on our hands, okay? Let's take our thumb, for example. Over here, below the nail,
Okay.
where the skin meets the nail, in this corner, you can tap here.
Okay.
Same thing with this, the indicator finger, the mid finger, the same thing. You skip the ring finger, but if you do, it won't make any difference, and the little finger. So these 4 points at the very same place on the corner, you can do that below your table if you're at a meeting and you're gonna be the next one to present some material and you're nervous. You just tap. You don't need to say anything. Just tap on the fingertips, just like that. Nobody's gonna notice. You can also tap on the karate chop too. It looks like you're in a rhythm. You're reminding of a song, and you won't look crazy in front of other people. So it's a very useful tool on the day-by-day life. Okay.
Very good, André. Amazing. Okay, so we are here finishing our, let's say, our theory, your explanation about the FT. We already did the dynamic exercise. It was very good. People interacted a lot. Now, Paul said he's 10. Sylvia, your mom went from 5 to 8. Amazing. So I think that now we can have a few minutes to answer questions. Everybody who is watching, we have 24 people watching us at the moment. So I want to know who has a question for us to put over here and André to answer. Do you have anything else that you are in doubt or you want to know about EFT? Let's take advantage of the specialist and ask, guys. We will give a space for answering the questions. Let's see if somebody interacts with us, André. Let's wait. I hope so. I hope so. It's so interesting. The call is being very interesting. So let's see if everybody has questions. Let me put in here. Okay. Let's see if anybody talks to us.
Looks like everybody understood everything.
Yeah, well, there is this possibility too. Then we offer the 2 free sessions, and that's it. But I don't know. Let's give them a minute to interact with us. Let's see. Okay, we have here, Dani is asking. I don't know why it's not updating here. Tom's saying goodbye. Thanks, congrats, gotta go. Goodbye,
Thank you,
Tom.
Tom.
Thank you very much for your
Nice
presence.
having you here.
Yes. And now we have Dani. How does the treatment work? How many sessions are recommended, André?
Gary Craig suggests at least 6 sessions to start to have considerable benefits. Does that mean it's a magical number? Not at all. Some very few people in only 1 session had their problem solved, what was holding them behind in life. And some people need to do 20 sessions, but I believe that at the most 20 sessions. And 6 is a fine
From
number.
6 to 20.
From 6 to 20, yes.
Okay, very good. Very good, André.
Luis Felipe.
Yes, go ahead.
How long it takes to not be considered a beginner in this technique? Wow, that's a tricky question.
Do you have any idea?
I don't know if I have.
Especially a beginner as a therapist or a beginner as a...
Yes, a beginner. I would consider a beginner the person who uses EFT for self-application and But even in this condition, if you dig a little deeper, you cannot be considered a beginner, even if you don't do it professionally.
Okay. Yes, okay, good. Now, Daisy,
Daisy.
Daisy, meu dengo, minha
Guided.
querida, my friend. Can I use EFT in a guided meditation?
Wow, in a guided meditation. I don't think that would be the case, because when we're doing EFT, we need to get connected with specific problems, as I have mentioned. So if you do on a general matter, for example, you're doing a meditation to drop anxiety, maybe you can talk about anxiety, the tapping, just like we did with
having the tappings,
but I believe that in my experience, my very low experience and knowledge about meditation, you're just pay attention to your breathing. You can do, let's say, before and after, but not during the meditation. I think it would be hard. It would
tricky to combine everything. Focusing. Okay, good. Bruno says that Daisy asked it twice, but the same thing. Okay. Then we have Danielle. I just would like to congratulate you, Andre, and say that you are an amazing friend and a successful professional and a great survivor. Then thank you, Das, and then Daisy again. Okay, amazing, Andre. Congrats. Sylvia is saying, I'm sorry if I missed it. How do I get in touch with you if I want to make an appointment? This is the question.
Any of those, that slide that you had my contacts, I have a Facebook page, Instagram. On my website, there is my phone number. Also on my LinkedIn page, I have my phone number. On the website, you can fill a form that will come to my email and via WhatsApp.
Okay, good. I am putting over here too.
Emílio.
Yes, okay, here. Okay, and go ahead, sorry.
Emílio, all of them, man. All of them. As long
please
as
read the question there. Read the question, please. Read the question for the video, please.
Which matter is this therapy most indicated? Professional, personal, physical? As long as you have something that bothers you, no matter its source, you can do the EFT. It will help you in all these different fields of your life. Okay. And they usually are related. Something that happens to you in your profession probably is affected by something that happened to you in your childhood or while you were growing up. Okay.
Okay, good. Next is great, thanks. Can you explain better how is the treatment?
Well, that depends. That depends a lot on each person, what he brings to us. We have what we call a personal peace procedure. Before the first session, we ask the person to topic 10 subjects or 10 events that happen in one's life that are bothering you and bring to the session, and we will work, first of all, these 10 things. They might derive to different things, and that's pretty much it. There's no recipe.
Okay, there's no specific formula. You feel like the English class, right? You feel the customer, right? You understand what they need, and then you go ahead and do it. That's it. You tailor, you build the therapy along with the client. That's it.
Exactly. The more you dig, the more you find. And the last one, Gabriel, my cousin, I would like to know if the treatment can be done online. Yes. So far, I have only done online sessions. This is one of the great benefits of EFT. It can be done 100% online. So even in this isolation pandemic period, you can still get an EFT therapy.
Actually, Andre, let's clarify to people. That's why we are here. And two, that we are doing this in English because you can support worldwide clients. This is your purpose, right? To left this very clear that there are individual online sessions and you can support people abroad, which is amazing in my opinion. The online treatment is a good option for the future. From now on, things are going to change a lot. So it's a very good thing.
People will start to look more often for therapy. And also nice to point out that it can be done as an individual or as in a group as well. You can gather a group of colleagues or friends, and we can all hold a session to this group. It's very nice. We could pick one person to be the center of our study, and all the other guys will benefit from it. This is one of the borrowing benefits technique that we have, and I didn't go that far over here, but it's one possibility to do it in groups. Okay.
Very good. I didn't know about that. Groups. So in other words, even companies can benefit from that. Specific and particular points that can be solved by the therapy. Oh, very good. Very good. Very good.
Any other questions, you can ask me later. We can put my WhatsApp on the
Yes, I put over here for people to find you on Facebook and Instagram and LinkedIn. So I think now, André, let's do the result. I think that we found the result. Sorteio. I don't know sorteio. Please, people from United States, tell us how is sorteio spoken there because we are not sure. Yeah, so go ahead, André, explain how it will work. And remember that we have a small delay, but I have the YouTube opened here. Okay, so let's do it. Go ahead, André.
Okay, so we're gonna offer 2 sessions, one for each winner. We're gonna have 2 winners. One gets a session. Each one gets a session. And since we do not have a list on who's online, I'm gonna ask you if you're willing to have a session. Please write down "I want" on the comments, and the 2 first persons who write down will be the winners. That's how we're gonna do it. Okay. Starting now. Go.
1, 2, 3. Go ahead, guys. Who wants to be supported by André in an online free session?
And you're the winner. The 2 first ones.
Okay, I'm waiting. There's nobody over here. Oh my God, I am so excited. Okay. Let's see. I want Daniela. One. Oh, Dani. Very good. And Aurea. Daniela.
Thank you for being here, Aurea.
Yes, both girls. Girls who run the world. Girls. Sorry, boys.
Aurea is a friend of mine.
Oh my God. And then we have Bettina. Dani, you won. Okay, it's yours. Bettina, Aurea, Bettina, and Dani. André, talk to. Okay, that's it. That's it. Okay. Okay, guys.
No problem. Aurea is a friend of mine. She's an amazing cook. I don't know the name in English. She only works with vegan candies. Vegan candies. Oh, she's an amazing gastronomy professional. Amazing.
Very good. Congratulations.
She's amazing.
Very good. Very good. Okay. So that's it, guys. Thank you, André, a lot for this session. I think that it was very funny to do. Pick a name out of the hat, sorteio. No, Silvia, we aimed it. The winners are Daniela and Aurea. Okay, the vegan cook.
Daniela M and Aurea are the winners.
Yes, so Dani, I will send you the vegan pastry and bakery. She put over here. Very cool, Aurea. Congratulations. And I will send you the contact of Dani, so you can talk to her on WhatsApp.
I would like to thank you, Soraya. very much for this opportunity, for the invitation. Thank everyone who has joined us and stayed until this hour. I am really happy to do this mission. It's a mission more than a job. It's a mission. I'm very glad I'm finally having my fulfillment. And I think all my relatives are also benefiting from it. Thank you.
For sure. Sure. Goodbye. Thank you very much. And we talk again very soon, right?
Okay.
Bye-bye. Good night.